This is the Travelpayouts and Intui.travel joint webinar on travel transfers. The webinar rules. There are two big things to keep in mind. First of all, you're automatically muted, so use the chat box in the bottom right corner to type your comments. And don't forget to tell us where you're from and what your project or travel business is about. And number two, this webinar is being recorded and it's going to be sent to you after the webinar. And number three, if you have a question, use the chat panel. We will answer all the questions. And after the webinar, if we don't have enough time, we will prepare all the answers and send them along with the recording. Okay, once again, let me introduce the speakers. It's Maria Maslakova, a key partner manager from Intui.travel Transfer, and me, Olga Gachkova, junior marketing manager from Travelpayouts. As for our agenda today, first of all, I'm going to tell you about Travelpayouts, just a very short intro, and then we plan to share all valuable insight about Intui.travel Transfer, such as what it is, what tools and strategies you can use to increase your profit, and advantages and disadvantages of other things, use cases and bad practices to avoid. And as usual, we will hold a question and answer session at the end. So let's move to Travelpayouts first. Well, I hope you all know what Travelpayouts is, but it's never too bad to say it once again. Travelpayouts is one of the biggest cost per action travel affiliate networks. It operates worldwide, and we have globally over 200,000 affiliates. We have a handful of resources to help you with your travel website monetization. And as for now, you can use the dashboard in your account where you can see all information about commissions and payouts and so on. Also, we have a knowledge base which is constantly updated, and we have a blog with all the latest news. Just a couple of latest news. So let's start with an upcoming webinar with Omio. There is a little mistake here. It's going to be held on August 8th. It's one of the leading meta search engine for cheapest flights and ground transportation. And we're going to hold an expert session where we'll share all travel trends with you. Welcome new offers in Travelpayouts. These are Hostel.com, Discover, Car Hire, and Hostel World. These are pretty big players, and you should know them. Number three, Intui.travel, the one we have on this call today, has already launched a contest with a total prize fund of $1,000, and you still have time to win. Number four, several partners increased their payouts and commissions for this summer. Musement offers 54% of their profit instead of 50%. Discover Car Hire lets you earn up to 61% of their profit. And Compensaire, the service which you want to use when the flight is delayed or cancelled, gives you 10 euros for an application and up to 25 euros after their 10 paid application. And last but not least, our annual Travelpayouts Affiliate Summit. We are looking for top travel affiliates to share their insights and experience on that summit. So if you want, you can join us. You can send your application for consideration. Okay, now let me introduce Maria Maslakova, who will tell you about Intui.travel Transfer. Please.
Okay, thank you, Olga, for the brief intro about Travelpayouts. And hello, everyone. My name is Maria, and I'm the key account manager at Intui.travel Transfer. So what is our service is today? It is the GGS platform with the suppliers from one side. So we are searching 152 countries and almost 4,000 of airports. And we have our own affiliate and partner agent program. And it is about 300 and 600 agents for today. So the platform is subdivided into 3 branches. It is the distribution platform for the suppliers. It is the affiliate program and the partner program and the B2C website. And among our partners are well-known brands as Travelpayouts, of course. It is Skyscanner, Trip.com, Travelport, Trazzler, and others. And passing over to transportation to destination for travelers. So one of the most frequent headache for the travelers, it is how can I get from the place of my arrival to accommodation or vice versa. So uh, we at Intui knows that it is the missing link at the travel offers chain when the user needs the ground transportation. So he's searching for the transfer service. He's wasting his time surfing the websites and got stressed, of course. And 51% of travelers are really, really ready to pay for the guaranteed transfer service, which is safe and comfortable, of course. Passing over to the benefits that you would have when you join the offer of Intui Travel Payout. So we are offering plug-and-play tools to work with our offer. A lot of landing pages, banners, links, and other widgets. So the transportation at Intui, it is not only about private transfers, but also about shuttle buses, which is economy transfer service, and even the transfer by boats. Your clients will have detailed instruction and cancellation policies and would have global coverage of 152 countries. So you would have a lot of possibilities to earn from the transfers itself. Our website, the platform, and the tools, white labels and widgets are translated to 7 languages, 18 currencies, and 42 payment methods are available. And of course, the tools allows you to have high conversion up to 5%. And the average cost of the transfer to Intui is 60 euros. Of course, the travelers and the partners choose the reliable company of the ground transportation, which Intui.travel is. So we are 8 years on the travel market and have a lot of satisfied customers, up to 100%. So you see the number. So returning to the global coverage, as I already said, it is a lot of countries, a lot of destinations, and it's almost 6 million routes at Intui travel system. So why customers choose Intui? So I'll tell you now. Customers choose Intui because we have a wide range of opportunities for them. So it is not only booking, but editing and cancellation of transfers with policies and all the open information that they would have while they are booking the transfer. So they would have all the possible info they require right when they book the service. And the transfers into it is also multimodal types of transfers. So when the customer might be taken from the port across from the airport, then to the port, to cruise port, on the boat, and then again by the car to the hotel. So it is like ground, water, ground transportation. And we may offer also the selection by prices, of course. It is shuttle bus, economy transfers, and luxury cars, and a lot of other types. It is 18 payment currency that are offering 42 ways of payment, and as I have already said, the project is translated into 7 languages, and the instructions and vouchers for clients are also translated to 7 languages. So it is Chinese, Spanish, French, Italian, Deutsch, Russian, English. and we are offering the things that others don't. So it is 20 types and 13 classes of vehicles. It is editing, so the client may edit not only the telephone number, the contact number, but also the flight number. He may also change the route of the trip or anything else in his booking. And of course, it is flexible and friendly cancellation, so up to 24 hours before scheduled transfer date. And one of the features that I like the most, so it is no extra charging waiting time of the driver at the place of arrival. So at the airport, for example, up to 2 hours. So if the flight is delayed and the customer cannot get to the place of arrival, which is as scheduled, so the driver would wait him and would not require any um, other fees from the customer. And it, of course, last minute booking. So up to 2 hours before the arrival time, you may have the service of Intui. And the rich content that we are providing for B2C and B2B customers, it is exact vehicle model, it is exact vehicle photos, even drivers' spoken languages. So sometimes for people, it is important to have the service when the driver speaks the native language. Um, and all the chips that are in the car that transportation company offers are also shown when you are searching for the service. So it might be Wi-Fi, free water, game consoles, and ski equipment, for example. And it is this transfers at Intui not only about airport transfers. So we are doing transfers from airport, of course, to hotel or another accommodation, vice versa, but also from cruise terminal to accommodation, from train and bus station, even from one city to another, or between hotels. It might be groundwater ground transportation when you have car and boat included in your transfer right from the website. And client, of course, has a choice at Intui. They may have economy shuttle, so it means that the client book a place at the shuttle bus. It is a group budget transfer, so it might be a standard one service like Volkswagen, yeah, at this image. It might be the transfer for untypical luggage when it is the group of sportsmen which has ski equipment or big family with kids with the trolleys, and it might be luxury transfers for VIP. Might be limousines, and even at one of the destination we have helicopters for our clients. And going further, the user may add services to their transfers. Um, it is the child seat or booster seat when the client traveling with the kids, or additional hours. So when you are adding the additional hour, the price will automatically recounting, and you would have the final price with all additional hours. So why did we do this option? It is because a lot of our clients require this for to stop at sightseeing, to shop in Dubai, for example, at Dubai Mall, and the driver will wait for the client, and everything is included at this service. And of course, the client has guarantees. to be met up to 2 hours late. So as I have already said, if the client is delayed, no extra charge is applied up to 2 hours. The client knows that we are a reliable company. So here you may see the examples of the reviews that they are giving us. Okay, let's pass over to the tools that would grow your revenue from transfers. So recently we made a huge update of our brand new widgets. So it is in 7 languages, of course. Let's review them shortly. So it is the new widget, how to get. It might be useful for the user because he sees the airports, the transport hubs, and may choose the lowest possible price for the service prior to his transfer booking or prior to his flight. So first of all, the user have an option to find the transfer service, the cheapest one, and only then to choose the airport. So his trip would be more economic. So it is super cheap for traveler from each airport. The transfer for him would be cheaper. And here you can see the parameters that can be set for this widget. It is the language, color scheme, resort, currency, and inscription powered by Intui might be removed, as you see here. No inscription powered by Intui. Okay, going further. One raw widget. So it is a simple frame with intuitive design where you may specify from where and to where the user may go. For example, you have web page with description of Antalya Airport in Turkey. So you may place here any resort like Kemer or Belek or Sidi, and the client would be in one click to find the offer he needs. And of course, he would book the transfer immediately. And the parameters might be set like this. So here you see that the tagline might be made. So for example, comfortable transfer service in Turkey. And inscription might be removed. And my favorite one, new widget top 3. So what is the title says for itself? It is top offers that are always visible, and their prices would be changed in real time. So here you see that it is set up for Antalya Airport and to Khmer Resort, and the prices and the vehicles with the capacity and with the transfer time are at one place. And again, the user immediately appears when he clicks Book Now button on the page of booking and payment. So no searching, just one click and the transfer service in the basket. And this is the most interesting one widget because I know that no one have this one, kind of this. So it is the new widget one field, just a simple search form. So when you put here the address of the accommodation or geo coordinates, GPS coordinates, and click the search button, the system will give you all possible transfer nodes from which you can reach the specified address. So the client may again choose from which and transport hub he is more comfortably to get to his accommodation. Very easy and quick. And the parameters are language, color scheme, and inscription. And the last but not the least, it is the classic widget. So it is the form where again all the lines might be changeable. The tagline, pickup location, drop-off location. Here you may see also the fare line and the inscription. So it might be fixed or adaptive or detailed and or compact. So it is the detailed or and fixed form. The example. And of course, we have a white label frame. So it is the model that allows user to search, book, and purchase transfer directly on your website. So the client, the difference from the widget that the client stays at your website, so he's not going to another website, and has your website till the end of the booking. So the white label is setting up in 10 minutes, 7 languages available, your style, your label, and placed to might be placed to a specified airport or country. So anything you want is at one place. So please put to the chat box which of those tools you are using more frequently at your project, please. I would be interested to read after the webinar. Thank you. Okay, going further, let's review do's and don'ts that we have at our partners' examples of web pages. So it is the example of widget how you should do. Everything is fine, yeah? The tagline, the pickup location, very neat and clear. And it is again the do. Oh, yeah, it is the web page with the Praga Ruzyne reviewing airport. So here, just a bit cut, but I see that it is the top 3 widget, which offers the possible transfer services. So only 27 euros to go from Praga Ruzyne to Praga city center. Nice price. Okay, it is the example of bad widget because we cannot see it. Okay, let's pass it over to white label. Okay, it is a good example. So you see the white label because under the partners label and in the color scheme that he chose. And here is the Milan Malpensa Airport and the transfer compact widget to search for the transfer services from this airport from MXP. And here, yeah, it is a good example of white label. Here is the tagline, the setup pickup location, yeah, and the color scheme is very comfortable for user. And this example, you see that it is the native language of the partner. So the frame is in Chinese, the tagline and all the other details are translated, and even the currency are installed in Chinese yens. So again, the client is searching for the transfer service, staying at the partner website at his native language. Very good choice. Oh, it is how you should not do. It is a bad example of white label. So you see here is the form of searching for, again, transportation. And here is the another form. It is hours Intui. So it is not preferable to put 2 frames this closely, so it disturbs the customer's eye, and he would preferably search for another one at another website for another service. Again, the bad example of two frames are closely setting up at the web page. How should not do, and in different color schemes. And here is the tools for simple solution. It is banners. So we have wide sorry, we have wide range of banners for different theme. It is family transfers. It is transfers for different destination, winter, summer, transfers in France, at Disneyland, in Czech Republic, in Georgia, everywhere you want. So we have images, we have banners for them. Here is the example for adjustable banner to the content for activities in Prague. It is book transfer in Czech Republic, so it is 35 days post-click included when the client goes from this image, this banner, to searching for the service. So when if he changed his mind and wants to book it at last, so this would be your order, of course. And here is one more tool. It is links, but the first example is how you should not do. Here is the partner reviewing the hotel, and it is the plain text that won't bring income for, of course, because it is not underlined. So here is the uh, uh, mm, here you may click to search for the transfer service, but it is not visible for the eye, so should be underlined or something. And hooray, yes, it is a good example. So the text is underlined, and of course the client would see that he might be offered with the transfer. And okay, we finally came to the theme of your target audience and the keywords. So let's review. To which product you may offer transfers. Of course, they are matchable to any travel product. It might be flights, hotels, activities, anything you want. So put on the transfer and it would be suitable for the user. And the target audience might be different. You may offer them to families with kids. It is very up to date for the families. Senior travelers or people with low mobility. So we have special vehicles for people with low mobility. It might be group of travelers, sportsmen, VIP or business group, and of course, first-time traveler. And here are the key words that might attract the eye of your user, that they would have more chances to book the transfer right at your web page, at your website. So for families with kids, it is important to have the transferred ground transportation that offers a booster or baby seat. So when they may edit this service to the booking, the key word it is that transfer safe and comfortable, and that there is space for the trolley. So kids requires trolleys sometimes when they are little. And senior travelers. I know that a lot of travelers are almost old, or we have our clients that book in the service for their relatives, for their parents, grandfathers, grandmothers, and it is very up to date, relevant for them that the service that the transfer service include meet and greet, of course, help with the luggage when the driver helps the senior traveler, yeah, and sometimes they require special vehicle which is available for booking at Intui. And if the flight is delayed, the driver waits for the customer. It should be put to the article or to the web page to be more attractive for this group of travelers. And another one, the group of travelers, it might be different ones. So it is variety of big buses. Of course, we have a lot of minivans, minibuses, and so on and so forth. It is low price per one person. So for the big group of travelers, it is better to book one minibus than a lot of places at shuttle bus. It is detailed instruction, so no chance to get lost at the airport, no chance to get lost at the train station or at the port or cruise port. Um, Extra hours to book. So as I have previously said, there is a function to add additional hours to your booking and get final prices, of course. And going Okay, keywords for sportsmen. So it is, of course, space for equipment. Yeah, they are frequently traveling with their equipment with them. It is special vehicles for ski. Yes, it is very relevant when it is winter season. Yeah, and VIP or business group. Of course, meet and greet service, luxury and high class cars. We have limousines, we have another Tesla model, um, best transportation companies. All of our transportation companies that are directly connected to Intui has their certification before they go into live mode, before they are shown to customers, to partners. Of course, they are all certified. So you may put that it is best transportation companies. And the last one, it is first time travelers, the most nervous group. It is important for them that they would have detailed instructions. Of course, that they would have door-to-door service, not to get lost anywhere, and round-the-clock support service. So those were key words to attract the people of different target audience. Okay, in conclusion, relevant transfer from Intui help you to monetize your project easily. And of course, join our affiliate program, our offer at Travelpayouts and start earning with us. Join our contest. And thank you for attention. Have a good day.